poems is because it all comes generally from experience. I tend to write a lot about myself and like avoid the kind of bigger issues, and so I sort of always want to know more kind of like political issues and stuff, but when you sort of think about that, it's really complicated. And I don't know about you, if you've ever even looked on Wikipedia about politics about some country, and it's just like, I don't understand it. So that's why I avoid reading kind of political poems. But so this is the first time I've read this next one, which like it was actually inspired by watching a Gordon Ramsay programme, which probably tells you as much as you need to know about my political knowledge. So it's called Levelling. Men in Spain climb rocks wearing Converse. They would die for food. At sunset, goose barnacles boil in seawater as the Lord's Prayer is said. Soldiers fight in wars, but they build bridges in floods. School children walk over Barker's Crossing in remembrance of a policeman who drowned. The good old Bill. King took a chance for a dream of peace and equality, setting out the paving stones of our history. And there's been those like Parks, Mandela, Tutu, but what about me and you? Sitting or standing with a pen, with a mouth and two legs and hands to play with the pen, in between fingertips and eyes to read my lips, but I say, I'm just a girl whose family were brought back together with the return of roast dinners on Sundays. Sure to die of a broken heart, so how can I compare? Now there's been the Burmese using the internet to expose the repression of the regime which has been imposed in Haiti. Rape victims march veiled faces together against the violence and discrimination that suffocates the women. And we've had the suffragists here, but keep the waves coming, keep striving for equality, stand up for LGBT rights. Remember, we all have rights. Remember, along with those written in essays, Milton, Cope, Winstanley, it was those that gave us pens, hands, mouths. So I want to hear you stand up and shout. My penultimate poem, and it is a bit more light-hearted and a bit desultory. It's called Desultory. It's like doing one of my friends who's come here tonight, Miss Natalie Cooper, and yeah, it's called Desultory. So life can be desultory, but some things are constant, some things don't change, like the love in my heart or every new start and the way umbrellas turn inside out and never getting heard unless you shout. The seasons and planet rotations, chemistry and maths equations, arguments and points of view, buying unnecessary pairs of shoes, smoking and drinking, money down the drain, running and running and still missing your train and getting funny looks because you're out of breath and sweating, getting scratches on your new settee, not to mention staining it with bolognese sauce and spaghetti. Breaking the mirror and saying that's 7 years bad luck. The slip of a tongue with a pre-watershed fuck. Liking someone and them not liking you back. Crisps in the cupboard tempting you to snack. No battery when you need the power. No hot water when you need to shower. Someone liking you who you only see as a mate. Breakups with friends blaming fate. Yeah, life can be desultory, it's another word for random. Me and my friends started using it just to be different. We have a screamo band that put on guerrilla gigs at festivals and chavvy nightclubs. We are so underrated. I like it when life is desultory, takes you by surprise, catch a stranger's eyes, put them in a camera lens just to capture the moment when you think you might get butterflies for someone new but haven't been a date Beyonce, don't know what to do. Desultory, like bumping into a friend and seriously falling over and randomly, desultorily singing for your love clover all over this land, just because it's quite catchy and gets into your head. Desultory, like, how did you get into my bed? And ordering drinks that you didn't even think of, the words just sort of fall out your mouth, like laughter and tears just sort of appears from a thought that pops like one of the members of the Rice Krispie crew in your mind, like worming its way in like a sweet from a Woolworths pick and mix, like it being closed because of the recession. What the fuck? The government should have listened when I said to change the euro, because otherwise it's pure self-interest and selfishness, or that's karma, that is, or is it just desultory? Thanks.